This is just a fun, entertaining, scare you out of your seat movie that has a great sense of humor about the genre.
Ready and action!
I think what's great about Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson doing this is they're bringing the genre back in a really accessible way.
Cursed is a classic werewolf story that is sort of a throwback to the Wolfman, with a little bit of American Werewolf in London thrown in, with a little bit of Teen Wolf thrown in. We took great care to do something different, but at the same time reminiscent of all the previous films.
You know, it's the postmodern horror film, and that's what this movie, I think, is supposed to be.
The story takes place in Los Angeles, Hollywood, where, you know, that just seems to attract sort of dysfunctional personality types. It's an industry that's riddled with wolf-eat-wolf type behavior, so what better setting than in Hollywood?
To go in and make a werewolf film, and you're making a serious film about werewolves. We're gonna make fun of how ridiculous that is.
What's going on?
We have to get out of here. There's an animal, a werewolf.
As a kid, watching Lon Chaney turn into the werewolf was fairly creepy, and you know what? Maybe that could happen.
There's this anticipation that gets your blood flowing for the unexpected and sometimes the expected. And it's just so thrilling not knowing what is exactly next.
Let's try a rehearsal, please. And then I'll say, look where they're looking.
I think physically it's demanding, definitely.
Hold your view on the body until I tell you to look back to the kids.
I got thrown a lot. I had to do lots of diving to the ground and rolling around.
Showtime. And then there was a fight sequence between Christina and I. That was really scary because I kept feeling like I was gonna hurt her. Not like I'm that strong, but you know, it's just uncharted territory for me. Poor damaged Ellie.
Ready and action!
Well, it's great to be able to work and work out at the same time, all in one. So I definitely have to say I got pretty fit within the 3 days that I was filming the scene in the garage, running with a sprained knee. That's probably the most I've screamed in my life, and I enjoyed it.
Let's do it. Pictures up.
Maya's outfit was quite small and not so convenient for pads, so when I grabbed her stunt double and threw her over the SUV.
3, 2, 1, go!
She had no pads on her ankles or knees. You just hear clank of her ankles just banging on the ground. I'm sure it was hilarious. I had this giant wolf costume on going, Bonnie, you okay?
Rolling.
We did a lot of unique training drills to get into the character because being 6'5" and 235. We knew that the suit was going to be uncomfortable. My background is martial arts, so you'd work on exerting energy like as if you're in a boxing ring, where you do your rounds, shoot for like 5 minutes. You go over, take your break, and try to recoup your wind and get your energy back to, you know, go back in and go for the next round.
The art direction and the production design is just really is going to make it very unique and very interesting and fun to watch.
You grab that squirt bottle. You have your little blood thing, and you walk up to Wes and you go, "So, how much blood do you want to see?"
I think we could have more blood here, more
on her chest or everywhere?
In general, everywhere.
And I remember at one point I was putting a little bit of blood on him. Wes, he's like, "This is a Wes Craven movie. Come here."
You shouldn't be like totally covered in blood, but we shot that werewolf like gangbusters, man. Action!
Oh, shit.
When people think of Wes Craven, you know, you think of the darkest mind and the creepiest, eeriest person, and in fact, he doesn't look like he could kill a fly.
Ready and action, portion.
You're in danger.
Excuse me?
It will come for you.
You know, I don't think it's by accident that he chose this vein of movies to stay in, no pun intended, to stay in over the course of his career, because he does have a bit of the impish child still left in him, you know. Okay, now this time you tear out her heart, rip it into 2 pieces, and I want the blood to splash all over the wall, and then they're all going to run out screaming.
I've seen everything he's done. I had to really channel what I was saying. So I was like, all right, just be professional, be an actor, do your job, hit your mark. It wasn't easy because it's Wes Craven. He's giving you direction. You got to think of him, he's the director, I'm the actor, and forget that he's Wes Craven.
Roll sound.
The big action end sequence in the film takes place opening night at Tinsel, and it's basically like a wax museum club.
In the movie, we ended up doing 25 figures. Every single head was sculpted from scratch. We would do the sculptures from photographs, run the heads out of silicone, put glass eyes in them, and then all the hair was punched individually.
The theme at Tinsel is all Hollywood. Each sequence of the movie at the end takes place in like a corresponding room that has the similar theme. Christina and Judy Greer, they have a fight in the Diva room. There's a TV Land room with all the old TV actors, and we meet Scott Baio. And then finally, the Chamber of Horrors, where the big showdown at the end happens, you know, next to the Wolfman and next to Frankenstein.
Ellie, wake up!
Cutting.
Wes has this uncanny ability to make horror films really amusing.
Get away from me, baby! Stop!
You know, you got to have a sense of comedy, you know, a sense of fun in these movies for them to work.
I'm not actually gonna scream this time.
You are not?
No, I'm gonna save my voice.
That's a genius idea.
Here we go, guys.
Ready and action. Got it?
Why are they laughing?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a fun movie to make.
We're not sending up the genre as much as we're just sort of really appreciating it and telling our own story, and it's just a very fun, scary roller coaster ride.